Yes.
I'll tell you.
Yes, it's live stream now.
No. Yes. Yes, Najma, we are live.
Yes. Hi everyone. Hello, good evening. Welcome to today's LinkedIn Live. I am Najma Sharif. I am from Bangalore. Uh, I am the career guidance coach now and a mindset transformation coach. I started my career as a teacher and then transitioned to corporate, and where I escalated my career and became a trainer, where I understood what is the challenges the career professionals are facing. And that is when I invested in my own self to become an international mindset transformation coach. And now I'm professionally guiding senior professionals to scale in their career. So I'm really glad today that you could join us, whether you are tuning in from your desk or on the move or catching this replay later. Thank you for being here. So today we are diving into the topic of you are performing well. So why are you still stuck? Something that's becoming increasingly important in the way we work, learn, and grow. So, in this session today, we will be sharing some practical insights, real experiences, and few ideas you can start applying right away. So, with me today, I have my co coach and my business partner, Ms. Jyoti Pandey, here. So, feel free to drop your thoughts, questions, and where you are joining in from in the comments. We would love to make this session as interactive as possible. Yes, Jyoti, we would love to hear you from you now.
Yes, thank you so much, Najma, for being a part of this. And yes, we are bringing in important topics which is impacting day-to-day lives of job professionals, someone who is working in corporate, someone who's looking for job, all these aspects. So before I start, I would like to give a brief introduction about myself. By education, I'm a lawyer. I practiced for 5 years in Calcutta High Court. Then I relocated to Mumbai. Now, coming from 15 years of corporate background, I understand the struggle of corporate professionals every day. There is a feeling of heaviness, there is a feeling of stuckness in spite of getting the handsome paycheck that we are getting. So why are we feeling this? How to overcome this? These are the topics that we touch base upon on our coaching sessions. Now, to get started with the topic, I would like to share an important research that has been done. Now, according to 2021 research done by Workplace Intelligence partnered with Oracle, they figured out that 76% of people are struggling with the feeling of stuckness in some or the other area of their life. So, someone is stuck because they are not getting the job. Someone is stuck with their relationship. Someone is getting the salary, have a beautiful job, but still there is a feeling of heaviness. There is a feeling of anxiety or frustration. Something or the other is there. Now it is time to address this particular concern and we'll move forward with it. Yes. Yes.
Yes, Jyoti, wonderful. Thank you for highlighting this burning issue where career professionals are facing the career challenge that they feel that they are stuck in their career. So they do not know what is the way ahead out of it, or they do not seek guidance. There is help available. Coaches like you, coaches like me are available there. We are already helping so many working professionals come out of their stagnancy, break that glass ceiling, and get ahead in their careers. So even though they have thought that this is the end, that means further they cannot grow. They are at a massive salary and a senior position. So they feel that they are not, employable in any other company, even though they are at the leadership level. It is only because of their mindset. It is not a skill issue or a will issue. It is just that they feel that they no longer needed anywhere else. So that
Yes.
is where we come into picture and we handhold them, support them, and guide them towards the elevation that they actually need. So
Yeah.
yes,
So yes, we need to understand the root cause. What is the real problem? What is making us get into the feeling of that heaviness or feeling stuck? What are the real reasons? So first, after talking to a lot of prospects and our respective clients, with due respect to everyone, you know that there are three main points which we would like to talk about today, and why you're feeling this, what is the real life implications, and what can we do about to overcome about from these challenges. So the first thing that we figured out is living your life based on outside expectations versus internal desire. So I want to become someone else, but society or my family or my parents or my bosses or someone or the other has certain expectations from us, and we live our life only to live up to the expectations of the world, forgetting about our inner desires. So that is point number one, living your life basis outside expectations than your internal desires. Now, the second point is our inability or struggling to regulate yourself and your behavior in that particular situation in today, in the moment we talk about. So, how are we processing our own emotions? How are we processing our behavior, our body language, our interaction with our own self, at the same time, interaction with the others? And the third one is pulling away from meaningful connection with others. This is really important. So, these are the three topics that we would be discussing and dissecting throughout the session. Any questions, if you have, you want to share your thought process, anything, please feel free. So, yes, Najma, let's get started with something which is living your life based on outside expectation versus our internal desires.
Yes, yes, very rightly highlighted, Jyoti. Thank you so much. So, what is that you are expected out of it? So, for example, me, coming from a humble family and growing up, I'm a very strong-minded female. So, my family expectations was to me have a simple and a very safe job. So, the only option I had was to become a teacher. So, even though the I fulfilled the expectation of the families. However, I had that internal desire to earn more money, reach out to more people, see the world, or explore other opportunities. However, given the education or the limited opportunities, we couldn't grow. Then I grabbed one opportunity where I did one internship, which was non-paid internship for over an year, where I
Wow.
understood how the corporate, it was from an international corporate company, so that was a very lucrative position which I grabbed it just in time. So that
Mhm.
I feel was a turning point in my own career where I understood the corporate culture and understanding of how people work and how the structure and designs done in a corporate setting. So I started making more money just
Mhm.
because I took the step of investing time and learning. Even though
Mhm.
I did not pay anything and company did not pay, I invested my own precious time, effort to learn new things. It was completely new things because I'm completely from a non-technical background. So it was technical things. The investment is needed wherever career professionals feel that they are stuck and they are, pleasing someone else's expectation than their own desire. So first they need to understand the stuck is not a failure, it's a pattern. So for that, everyone experiences stagnation and they are normalizing it. So it shows up even at high performance levels. So it is often misinterpreted as something is wrong with me, because there is always that internal conflict that whether to go with my own desires and feelings or whether to satisfy someone else's
Follow
expectation,
the
like
norm.
yes, follow the norm, because usually parents want their children to have a safe career like
Mhm.
engineer, doctor, or teacher, or CA. Whereas if someone wants, if the person wants to explore some other options, it is on their own risk. And the academics, however, is not teaching such things that is needed to be employed. So
Yeah.
employability skills are not being taught in academics. That is also a biggest challenge and a gap that we need to work out something on these aspects.
Mhm. So
However,
basically, we are building a career basis the misalignment, not on our internal calling, but what is the expectation. So this creates this misalignment, which is you may look successful on paper, but inside you are not enjoying it. You have a feeling of something is lacking, something is missing, I am not enjoying. So we call it the feeling of self accomplishment is missing. So we are creating, what we need to do is reconnect with our own direction. First, we have to sit with ourselves and ask those introspective questions that will start getting clarity. So the questions, if any one of you, if you want to just understand what exactly is happening with you, so we have to ask certain questions with ourselves. Whose expectations are currently shaping my career decisions, right? And if no one was watching, what direction would you choose? If there is no unsolicited advice in the market, what is the direction that I will choose? If I don't need to reach out to my father, my uncle, my aunt, my relatives, or XYZ people, what is that direction that always inspires me, that gives a spark in my eyes? And the third question is, what have you outgrown but you are still holding on to? So we meet a lot of professionals who have already completed 7 years, 11 years, 15 years in organization, and they got into this monotonous circle, this spiral that is building up. Every day they come home, they take rest, only to get up in the morning to go for that job, which from inside they're not enjoying. And anything, when it takes time, after 2 years, 3 years, if you're not building up something, if you're not doing, if you're not enjoying it, it will go monotonous. So, how, if you ask these three questions, that will bring a lot of clarity within yourself.
Yes, yes, rightly highlighted. So, how much of you need to introspect about this question? How much of your career is designed versus how much it is inherited? Then, whose expectations are you currently driving? And is it driving the decisions of your career? So, this
Mhm.
is the introspection that you need to analyze today. Talk to yourself or talk to your manager or your peers and get
Or
the
to
answer.
someone who have been there, done that. Don't go and talk to very close relative of yours who have never been on this journey. That is the unsolicited advice. Someone who has just completed 10th and 12th, they do not have that sort of job. They do not have those sort of challenges. And just because this person is very close to you, you're going and asking this person. Definitely, you're not going to get answers because you have to approach the right set of people.
Yes, yes. You need to talk to an expert, like how for health guidance you go to a doctor. Similarly, for career guidance, reach out to an expert. We are available for, we are open for clarity session, which is absolutely free. You can connect with us, talk your heart out, analyze where your career is headed or whether it is stuck from past few years. If your salary is not growing and you are not being given any higher positions and you have stuck in the monotonous, that you are being bombarded with the same type of work day in day out, so you need
Mhm.
to introspect and reach out to us. We will definitely do the clarification in the first session itself. See, taking guidance further is up to you.
Mhm.
However, help is available. Connect with us in
Correct.
the comment box, put your name, number. We are available on various
Social
channels,
media. Yeah.
all the social media platform. You can connect with us on coachjyoti.com. That is our website, or in this YouTube channel as well.
Awesome. So now we have already touched base upon living your life based on outside expectation versus your internal desire. What are the three questions you should be asking yourself? Now, moving on to the next pointer, which is inability or struggling to regulate yourself and your behavior. So there are a lot of unregulated emotions that we can say, as in your fear, your self-doubt, you get overwhelmed very quickly. And all these unregulated emotions, if it is not actioned or acknowledged at the right time, it blocks clarity. And that is the reason we say that you're not stuck because you lack options. You are stuck because you can't process your unregulated emotion. Now, the question to be asked is how to understand that I'm going through this particular situation, how to address. So, first step towards improvisation is understanding where is the problem. So, again, this is a journey from inside out and not from outside in. So, do not go to anyone outside your own self. Talk to your own self and try understanding how exactly we can address this important aspect. Yes, Najma, your share on this.
Yes. So first thing is you can close your eyes for a moment, take a deep breath, and you feel where is your career. If you heard the word stuck, that means what is coming inside you, what is that picture, and how are you feeling. So take one more breath and exhale, and then open your eyes. Then see what is the answer you are getting. So if you are getting that feeling that yes, I am stuck in my career, I need guidance and support, definitely you can reach out. Okay.
And
And
people always get skeptical talking to their own bosses, maybe what the person will think, or the colleagues or the subordinates, whatever is the problem. If you will not talk it out, there is no solution, anyways. But if you talk out, there is 1%, 10%, 50%, 90% chances that there will be a solution. So, what we need to do is create space between emotion and decision. You are going through something. What is the harm in sharing with someone who is coming from unbiased judgment, right? So first is grounding ourselves and then deciding what is the correct step.
yes, I recall one instance where during my career tenure, so over the 16 years tenure I had in my corporate life, where in one company itself I served for more than 7 years. So in that company, the first promotion happened within 6 months. And
Mhm.
then after that, over the next 4 years, I did not get any promotion because, after 1 or 2 years, I had some personal issues. I could not ask for promotions. Once I overcame all those things, I went and asked, why am I not getting promoted? The reason what they gave me, my manager, she gave me a reason saying that, Najma, you're overqualified for this position. I was like totally stunned. Oh my God, that means I have outgrown the abilities to be, promoted in that company. That means I had two options. One, confront them or look for the job outside the company. Just I wanted a higher position in my relieving letter so that I can get a job outside. So that was the struggle which I was thinking that, okay, let me get a promotion, then go to the different company. Because the major reason was when you go to a different company and give an interview, when your previous company is not promoting you, then why the hell we should give you a higher position? If you are okay, come on the same position itself. In spite of me working 4 years in that company, going on the same level is so humiliating to me. I felt underappreciated. I felt so devastated. I was thinking, why didn't I seek help earlier? Or why didn't I go in the initial phase when 1 year passed, 2 years over? Why did not I seek that promotion? Why did I wait? For what I was waiting for? Oh my God, these are the questions which actually bombarded my brain. And then I realized nobody is serving you the promotion on the plate. It is your job, it is your work. You have to voice it out. You have to ask the managers why they are not getting,
Yeah.
why they are not promoting you actually.
Mhm.
So
So you have not because you ask not.
yes, yes, that's very true actually.
So basically, people do not ask and then they expect. Now, they are not getting dreams while sleeping that you are someone. In their mind, they are just thinking that you are just doing normal BAU. You are just performing, and for that, you are getting a salary, handsome salary. You are taking home. But what are the things that you already added value to apart from your BAU? So, what are the deliverables? What we teach in our sessions is if you can by Friday, whatever you have done an entire week, send a closing week email to your superiors, to your supervisors, saying that these were the things that I took initiative, or maybe it was assigned to you and delivered correctly or within time, within deadline. These are the things that you can do to create value for yourself. And when you do this, whenever there is a monthly one-on-one or whenever there is an appraisal session, they will not get a space where they can say that you did not do anything over and above. Over and above is something that we have been listening to 15 years of our life. And I think that if someone would have been there as my coach, as my guide, could have told me, Jyoti, this is something that you can do, which we learned on our own right now at this point in time. Had we were aware about these things when we were in jobs, it would have been miraculous. That's what we understand. So
Yes.
yes, go
Great,
ahead.
greatly highlighted, Jyoti. I was also thinking the same thing, that why did we wait and why did I wait for that promotion? However, I gave the interview until I got promoted in the same organization. I took it up as a challenge that whichever is the role which was opened, like IJP we say, whichever role got opened, I gave for everything. However, finally got selected and became a trainer there. So that is when I started implementing all my learnings and my teaching abilities, because I had begun my career as a teacher. So those skills also came as handy, and my coach, the training sessions were so impactful. All this people started loving those sessions, and they were so intrigued and learned. And that is when I also realized that, oh my God, I'm so good with teaching. What am I waiting for? I should take this outside the company and begin something on my own. That was the realization which hit me. However, as you mentioned, if I had a career coach at that point in time, I would have still scaled to a certain level in a hierarchy, in a more higher position in the
Mhm.
same company. However, now
Correct.
I'm successful, but now when I look back, the career did not grow as it should have been with my intellect and with my expertise. Uh,
Yes.
maybe
Awesome.
I am destined to a different path, but this should not happen with other professionals. That is where we both have collaborated and helping and reaching out to professionals and delivering those impactful sessions and bringing awareness and mindfulness and
Mm-hmm.
giving the structure and strategies, implementations and speed for, and as well as accountability. And we
Mm-hmm.
see in all our clients, they are scaling at a much faster pace.
Mm-hmm.
So
Correct.
alone, I cannot reach. With the help of a mentor, definitely I can reach. So that is
Correct.
what.
And then there are a lot of things which we are not able to share when it comes to family setup or your friends. Maybe they are working in the same organization. Right now, 90% of people, they have friends only from the same organization who are their work colleagues. Now, there is something going on in your mind. You definitely cannot share that with the person who sits next to you in the same organization. Maybe tomorrow it may go against you. So you have to reach out to someone who is not judging you, who is coming from a layman's perspective, but at the same time, you need a deaf ears. Someone not to judge you. You can cry your heart out, and when things come out from inside of you, you start getting a lot of clarity. So under this step, what are the questions that you should be asking yourself? What sort of emotion is driving your current hesitation? You think that you deserve that VP position, you deserve that director position, but so far you have not reached out to the right people to showcase or to ask what are the plans or what is something that I can improvise on. So there is some or the other emotion, maybe rejection, maybe they will feel offended, something or the other is getting into the way. So you need to understand what emotion is driving your current hesitation, and are you delaying a decision or avoiding just a feeling? And that is the exact same feeling which we have to tap onto. If it is untapped, then it is unresolved. Something needs your focus, because whatever you focus on grows. If you're focusing on getting that promotion, getting that salary hike, getting that R&R, getting that spot award, whatever it is the feeling, you have to bring it to the table. If there can be a discussion, there can be a solution. If there is no discussion, it is all assumption. We all are assuming, okay, this appraisal cycle, I will be getting promoted, I will be getting this salary or that salary. So these are the two important questions. And the third question is, what would this decision look like if fear wasn't in the room? So give the face of your boss to that fear. Suppose this is the name of the fear, whatever XYZ is the name of your boss, give that name. So first is, what emotion is driving your current hesitation? Maybe this person, whatever is the name, this person will get offended. They will ask me to the meeting room, or whatever can happen. Go to the extreme. But then introspection is really required. Yes, Najma.
Yes, fear, confusion, and self-doubt is the major three things that stop a career professional from seeking that higher position. We worked with one of the client who was dwelling in the self-doubt that he will not be eligible for that position. And when we boosted his energies and we asked him, you have to speak. At the most, what will happen? What worst can go? What can go wrong? We asked him to write this statement. So at the most he can reject. I will not get that position. However, I hold this present position. So these were the introspection that we did. And finally, he went to the manager or the boss and he asked a simple question that what is the next growth opportunity for me? Then, surprisingly, the reply was, you will be stunned to know that the manager told, oh my God, you are interested in growing your career. We thought that you are so much comfortable in the position that you hold right now that until you retire, you will be in that itself. So that was the uh,
Notion.
projection that he was giving to others, that he's so comfortable in his chair that he never wants to take up a leadership role, or
Yeah.
he's capable of doing something else apart from what is his day-to-day activities.
And that is very true, Najma. We see that a lot of people, if they are at a, so we have been looking at clients, we have worked with those people who are already 11 years or 12 years in the same level, not leadership. Associate, senior associate, advisor, senior advisor, they are crossing the hierarchy, but all those four companies have incorporated those layers in such a way that it all comes below leadership. So you are not
The,
leading teams,
yes,
right? The
the
hierarchy in 11
concept
years.
is the paycheck, actually, the paycheck. At
Hmm.
that junior level, they will be earning so massively that they feel that why I should take additional
Correct.
responsibility for
Hmm.
some additional money. It
Hmm.
is it is that mindset. Even the companies have dominated it.
Yeah,
They
and that is
understand.
why a lot of companies also think that he is coming to office every day, smiling, eating his food, doing his tasks, going home, no conversation happening, that he wants something. He has a vision, a mission, something or the other, and both are in dilemma. This person thinks that they are not giving me, this person thinks that he doesn't want, and that is the reason that opportunity is going to someone else. So now comes the important question, that is point number three: pulling away from meaningful communication or connection with others. If you are sharing your vision or your mission or your expectation with someone who sits with you, with someone who is asking you to get inside that meeting room, so that is really important. And when you feel stuck, what you do is you withdraw. Now, reducing conversation visibility and opportunities is something that we all are accustomed to do. We all have been doing that day in and day out. And that isolation creates stagnation. It's not that you are not eligible, you are not worth it, you are too valuable, but you have to reach out to the right set of people and ask for that promotion or ask for that something, whatever you want. If you do not have projects with you, have you reached out to the concerned person, the HR or the ops, to ask, well, when am I expecting it? And then there are a lot of things that is happening in the market. If someone is on bench in the IT company, someone is on bench for 3 months and there is no project coming, automatically that person is asked to leave the organization. Now, it is your reluctancy not to ask your manager, okay, I have these, I have worked on these parameters, I have worked on these systems. So what is something that we are expecting wherein I can add value? Have you started preparing for that onboarding interview or something or the other? Instead of just saying that something is not coming, oh my God, something is not coming, it will never come to you because you're not asking for it. You have not, because you ask not. There's a famous statement by Stephen Harvey, and I love that person. I love that statement. So just ask whatever you want in your life. That is really important. Yes,
Yes.
Nashma.
So in my organization, I had a female manager who was very ambitious and competitive. So it so happened that she took up the entire training department and she was doing really well. No one could have done better. However, all she was doing was a team leader's job. So she understood that way earlier that these people will, on the papers, also demote her. So what she did, she went and asked, okay, if not this department, which is the other department where I can actually go and represent as a manager, do the activities, roles, and responsibility of being a manager. And she went into operations, leaving the training. So you have to understand, even though on the papers you are given a different position, and the work what you do is not correlating, or it is extremely opposite, you need to speak out and take that leap of faith and grab your uh, opportunities,
Yes.
or
So
grab your risk.
now, awesome share, Najma. So now let us understand how can we move from feeling stuck to getting to the breakthrough. So imagine there is an imaginary dot and that dot is stuck. Now you have to get it connected to the breakthroughs. How will you get connected to that breakthrough? There has to be a line. So line can be this zigzag, or it can be a straight line, it can be round, it can be anything, but there is a line that is going from stuck to breakthrough. Now there is a three-step process that you have to follow. So we'll share the three-step process which you can start from yourself. So the step one is connect to self. So the first question that we should be asking ourselves is, what do you want without roles, expectations, or pressure? So here we are talking about the feelings and the emotions. If you are doing something and if you are happy, then there is no question of being stuck. You are enjoying whatever you're doing. There's no question at all. But if you are not enjoying at its core, then this is the question that starts from you. This is the question that you should be connecting to yourself. So step one is connect to self. That will give a lot of clarity. What do you want without roles, expectations, or pressure? Yes, Najma. Would you like to add to this?
Yes, yes. This is an introspection question. Now, I have two stories here. One, one person was physically challenged, and so he was comfortable in the junior level position. However, his experience is good. He could have been promoted, or if he wanted, he could have taken the leadership role. However, due to that physical challenge, he told that no, I cannot take strain, I cannot stand for lengthy hours, or I cannot run around, because being a team leader, you are supposed to, do a lot of activities, running errands, and then, attending meetings, all those. So it we can understand that he is physically challenged. However, there was this another lady who had joined along with me, and I grew to a certain level because I was very ambitious. Now, this lady is still doing the same executive job. I went one day to her, and casually we met in the cafeteria and we just had a casual talk. I just asked, why aren't you getting promoted? On the other hand, I got promoted. Then she explained me her entire routine. I was stunned. Like, she told that her job begins at 9:30. So she starts from 9 a.m. in from the house on her two-wheeler. And the commute, why are you not quitting this company and going to some other company? She's saying this company is very nearby to commute on her two-wheeler. And 9:30 she reaches, and 11 a.m. is her tea break, then 15 minutes, then 1:30 is her lunch break for 30 minutes, and then 4 p.m. is her again tea break 15 minutes. Sharp 6:30 log out, and 7 o'clock she'll reach home. And 7:30 she just winds her day and then sleeps, eat, or whatever her routine. And like, she's following a set routine, and throughout the week she is stuck in her monotonicity. She is too comfortable, and you cannot grow when you are in comfort zone. If she wants the elevation, she has to break that comfort and achieve that breakthrough. So
Yes.
maybe this can be with any other person who is following the same routine. It is like doing the same thing and expecting a different result. So I asked her, when you want to get promoted? Okay, let us see, if the manager gives me the promotion, I will get promoted. So nobody is giving you something until you ask for it, or until you strive for it.
या
It is
गाय दूध देती है कि गाय से दूध निकालना पड़ता है? दैट्स अ क्वेश्चन. व्हाट डू यू थिंक? गाय दूध देती है, गाय के पास है, अवेलेबल है, बट यू हैव टू पुट इन एफर्ट्स. यू विल हैव टू गेट दैट बकेट, एवरीथिंग, एंड देन या द मिल्किंग प्रोसेस हैज टू बी डन. इफ यू आर नॉट डूइंग द प्रोसेस एंड एक्सपेक्टिंग कि गाय आएगी आपके बर्तन में दूध डाल देगी, आप भगोना चढ़ा देना, तो ऐसा नहीं होता है. करेक्ट.
yes, yes, very true.
यस.
Yes.
Yes, so the first point from stuck to breakthrough was connect to your own self. That's where you get clarity. And this is happening with a lot of high performers as well, wherein they lose touch with their own internal self only because they are able to pay bills, they are able to take loans, this loan, that loan, XYZ, all the loans, and they're able to pay the EMIs. That is good. But at the same time, are you able to create that happiness at home and with your loved one, with the job where you are going? Are the people really happy looking at your face? Are you creating that environment of happiness? So, if there is one person, if you are not going to office, if someone is missing you or the thing goes monotonous, because whenever I used to say, hey guys, tomorrow I'm on leave for 2 days, and the people are like, Jyoti, then the floor will be very quiet. There will not be any action on the floor. And it made me feel so elevated that yes, I am making a difference at this particular place. So, are you creating that humor? Are you creating that noise? Are you creating that motivation? Are you creating that encouragement being a leader, or you're just sitting at your table and then asking what is the deadline for this, how far we have reached, this and that? You are not at all being productive. So you have to ask the right question, and that is really important. Now that brings us to the second topic which we can do. First is addressing to our own self, and the second one is basically address the inner narratives. So, Najma, explain this part. How can someone go to their 20-year elder self and then explain, ask questions, whatever? So, I'll give you my story. When I was in class 8, that point in time, everyone, all the children of the teachers were asked to give a speech on Independence Day. Now, at that point in time, me being the very loud of all the siblings, my father recommended my name to give a speech on Independence Day. So I did all the preparation. I went on that stage, and my father also supervisioned it as well. Now I went to the stage and I started. India is my country, and all Indians are my brothers and sisters. And then there was a complete silence. And that silence kept me, I can feel myself sobbing on the stage because I was not able to utter the any next further statement or any further words. Now I can see all the teachers, the father's friends, who came on the stage or they asked me to come and they were consoling me. And then my father was standing like this and he was like smiling. It happens. That's okay. This was the statement. And then how will you take? So right now I'm certain years of age. I will go back 20 years from now to our past, and then we'll ask if this particular story defines me from doing what I am doing now. So you are the product of the narratives or stories that you give yourself. So now, Najma, yes, over to you. How do you
Yes.
explain this?
It is like connecting to your younger self. It's okay to make mistakes. First thing is that people are too, very harsh on
Harsh.
themselves,
Mhm.
very, very harsh on themselves that they can forgive anyone else except themselves. So
Mhm.
they dwell in those regrets, that regrets from the past, that I should have done, I could have done, I would have done. So should
Mhm.
have, could have, would have. Please delete these words. It serve no purpose anymore. So you go to your younger self and forgive yourself. It's okay to make mistakes. People learn through mistakes, and there are great innovations in history which were made out of certain mistakes.
Mhm.
So if such mistakes didn't happen,
So
how would you
success,
learn? It is yes.
there is a famous quote which says as success is stumbling upon failure to failure without losing enthusiasm. That is the statement we all follow as coaches, as entrepreneurs. And if you are someone who is looking for that particular role, who is looking for that particular designation or anything in your life, understand that initially you started with 0% experience, and now you are starting with at least 10 or at least 20 or at least 30.
Yes.
That is how every failure that you are seeing is not a failure, it is your redirection. So take it in that stride, and automatically you will start creating wonders in your life.
Yes, instead of regretting the past or fretting over it, I should have done that or done this. So forgive your younger self and make peace with your past. That is the first step towards improvisation. It's okay to make mistakes. First is that,
Mhm.
and then failure is just a redirection. Now, for
Mhm.
example, you are riding in a vehicle and you face there is no road ahead. What you do? Will you sit and cry there, or will you start making a road there, or you just come back and start all over again with a
U-turn.
different direction, different route? As
Yes.
simple as that. So in your career also, I changed so many professions. Oh my God, there is a lengthy list of it. So if the one did not get successful, I did not fret. Okay, this is not for me. Let me change my audience. First,
Mhm.
I started something for one particular set of people.
Mhm.
Maybe only the elder ladies. Then I started, okay, they don't have money, they don't have paying capacity. Then I
Mhm.
started with students. Then I realized, okay, students don't have decision power itself.
Mhm.
Then I started, no, I should start with such group who has a problem, who are seeking the solution and also having the paying capacity. So these all three got aligned with the coaching. Now I'm successful in coaching. So you have
Mhm.
to see what is the niche that you are also into it. Do
Mhm.
you have that passion? So connect
Mhm.
with your younger self and see what is the best thing that you did over the years. Public speaking was still terrifying for me as well. As
Mhm.
you got stage fright, even I was very frightful to talk in front of public. Now I can speak in front of thousands of people. I love
Mhm.
to speak. How did I develop? Initial failures gave me that strength. Okay, I did not do good that day. Let me practice and come up with more,
Mhm.
better visibility or better presentation. So
Mhm.
practice makes perfections. So
Mhm.
practice over and over, over and over, then definitely you will become a champion in that.
And you will get confidence, because confidence is a muscle that you grow over time by consistent repetitions. That's what you do. So, the three-step method that we are trying to explain you is from stuck to breakthrough is first is connect to yourself, that is clarity. Now address internal narratives, that is connect with your younger self and say that it is okay to be unsuccessful, or it is okay to make mistakes. It's okay whatever you have done. You cannot go in the past and change that story, but what you can change is the perception of the story that has happened. So all right now in the moment you have in your hands is change the perception, change the learning. So far you may have learned you are not good at this. I was not good at this, however given an opportunity I can try once again, I can perform once again, I can take up that responsibility once again. So that is something that we need to understand. And the third is reconnect outwards. That is how to create, this is our favorite topic, oh my God, strategic visibility. How to get connected with the flag bearers, people who can take your resume or take your all those things, professional journey to the decision makers, or how you can get all the decision makers and the HR directors and HRs on your profile and say or let them know what incredible job you're doing, what are the skills, what are the strengths that you have. So it all depends upon who do you need to speak with but haven't. So first is understand in your organization or maybe in your family or relatives, whatever, who do you need to talk to? But because of these emotions, you were not able to talk to them because of certain untapped feelings which you are scared of. Or what shift when leaders move from isolation to intentional connection? That is something that I would like Nashma to talk about. Mhm.
Yes, definitely. How your network is your net worth. The more the people you know, then the more your visibility, the chances of you getting higher position will increase. So
Mhm.
we have a beautiful application called LinkedIn. So how you show up on LinkedIn matters a lot. No matter
Mhm.
you use any other social media for your entertainment, LinkedIn is the go-to platform when it comes to your career. All the professional decision makers are there. Treat LinkedIn as a stadium. It's a stadium. It's a
Mhm.
huge stadium with 1 billion people. And instead of any cricket match or instead of any football match, there is a performance going on. And those performance is the content what you highlight. So
Correct.
highlight all your achievements, highlight your learnings, your
Mhm.
experiences, your personal stories, the mistakes what you did. So I did some mistake. What did I learn from that mistake? Just if you highlight few pointers and put that content, people are watching it. We have one client yesterday, we had a session with that person. He's saying after our push, he started posting the content, and the present company, a very high senior manager noticed, and he started talking to him that you are shining on LinkedIn. What is the matter? So the only thing comes, the question comes in their mind is, okay, he is putting the content in LinkedIn and he is getting networking on LinkedIn. That means he is ready to leave the company. Now, your own company tries all the ways possible to retain you if you are that person
Who can
is
create
very
value?
much,
Who's creating
yes,
value?
very much they do not want to let you go. Then they will try to retain. So you are giving a hints. It is not all of a sudden you go and tell that you are leaving the job. You are already giving the hints that you are looking for connections on LinkedIn. And that is where people start noticing you. Your present organization starts noticing you in the first place, and then the other company people. Today morning also we spoke with one of the client, and she started saying that global leaders are coming and commenting on the post, and she's all the more excited that people are there waiting for our content. She felt like she is a celebrity. So we are so happy and immensely grateful that we could bring that transformation in our clients' career and in their life. So similarly, connecting with people, it is not just the LinkedIn, even offline also, the small talk. One of my manager was there. He used to always appreciate the small talk. People just come, they think they are robots. They just walk into their cubicle or their workstation, work, and then they leave the office. Nobody knows what you do, when you came, when you left. So you need to establish a small talk with every other person so that you get highlighted. Socializing is important. We are social beings. So there is saying that from human being to human doing, become that person. So establish those connection within the organization. You never know when the next role be opened and you get that opportunity. So
Correct. And
first,
this is very important. This is very important, Najma. When we say that my manager knows me, my teammates knows me, my subordinate knows me. But what about the cross-department function? Maybe they're looking for a personality like me, outspoken, extrovert. They're looking for someone. There are no female leaders. They're looking for me. So why will I keep myself only talking to these guys, going on break with these guys? And that's what I used to do. Whenever there is a break, all the managers and all the senior leaders used to go to this particular cafeteria to have their lunch or dinner, or people used to wait, okay, let my manager come, then only I'll go, otherwise someone or the other may feel bad, right? And I used to go for breaks with every other, one in this department, one's in this department. So that's how you create your networking without telling them what you do. You just talk to them, and once you talk to them, they become curious of, okay, how is she doing in this particular department? How is she doing? What are her contribution? Then people start policing about you, and they get to know that who you are, what is the value add that you can do to my department. So if you're someone who is in an organization, same position for 5 years, 7 years, 11 years down the line, this is the question that you need to ask. Maybe the department across who is sitting on the next floor or on the next shop floor, they are not aware who you are. So create that visibility personally and then on LinkedIn professionally. There are senior leaders we have been working with, the directors, the AVPs and VPs of organization, and they take LinkedIn for granted. Now, I have been saying this again and again that LinkedIn is your go-to platform. Approximately 82% of people who are already on LinkedIn, they are looking to shift their job. And out of those 82, approximately 85% of those hirings are being done on LinkedIn. Now, apart from that, we also have collaborated with other professionals as well. There is a system, there is a software wherein you have to reduce the time. All you need to do is position yourself as an industry expert, create that content calendar for months, and it will go as it's supposed to go. All the networking, all the connections will be happening with our guidance, with our support. There is complete hand holding support. And just to let you guys know, maybe we are getting a lot of DMs asking that, is it a recorded session? Is it a group session? So we do provide premium one-on-one as well. That is twice a week for next 3 months. At the same time, we have recently started in the month of April, we started with a small cohort group which will not have more than 3 people. So if you are someone who wants to get elevated and understand from confusion to clarity, if you are on that journey and if you are ready to learn, then we are your go-to people. Just reach out to us on LinkedIn, on Instagram, any social media. We have our website as well. So yes, Najma, any closing
Yes,
words that
yes.
you would like
I
to?
would like to say go from isolation to intentional connections. Build your connections intentionally. It will not happen automatically. It is not on autopilot. It is your career. You have to take charge of it and see to that you are elevated at the right time, at the right place. Grow
Mhm.
where you are sown. So first people think that, okay, if I go to the next company, the things will be better. Why not elevate those things in the present organization itself? Because you have the advantage that you know the people in and out. You already know the software and the system and the program, how it works. All you need to know do is just connect with proper people, ask for that promotion, and see to that why you are eligible for that. Do you have that skills? Do you have that recommendation, or do you have that network where you get promoted,
Or
or are you
maybe,
applying even?
yeah, maybe you can get used to failures. Instead of sitting as a couch potato at one place for more than 5 years, now the other company you are looking for, you are asking or you are begging for references. And then this other company is also thinking, I am, why should I promote this person against this person who has been there 2 years, and then we will do an IJP or internal job posting, something like that. But we need to understand, if our own organization is not recommending us or not giving that visibility, why someone else will give me that visibility? So we will have to create our own visibility, we will have to create our own positioning, and that's what we teach you. And that's how you create. So the people working with us, within a period of 3 to 4 months maximum, they do get those tractions, those eyeballs on their LinkedIn account, and that's how the visibility is created. All you need to do is you need to position yourself as industry leaders, and that's what we both are doing right now. So let no one tell you otherwise. We are walking the talk, not just talking the talk. So all our respected clients who all are there, whatever we are asking you to do, the same thing that we are doing, just that we don't want, or if you're not very much comfortable coming on videos or these live sessions, no problem. Keep sharing, because every single day in your life is a story. Every single moment that is happening in your life, every single day, just keep a notepad like this and keep writing what is something that you would like the world to know about you. So I am a part of Toastmasters. Whatever is happening with Toastmasters, I'm sharing that story. If I'm going to places, whatever is happening with me, I am sharing the stories. So it is all about being vulnerable. Be yourself, do not copy someone. You were born original, why die being a copy? So be original. I don't try to copy Najma. Najma doesn't try to copy me. And so as the rest of the universe. You are a unique DNA, and you need to understand that, yes, this is something that I appreciate about myself. Yes, Najma.
Yes, thank you so much, Jyoti, for such an insightful and intriguing conversations. And the people who have watched until now, definitely you are interested. Just invest in yourself, the time and the effort, and get connected with us. Surely we will help you to elevate your careers and your life.
And
So
your state.
yes, state of
State is
mind. Yes,
everything.
state of mind is everything. So stay blessed, and put in comments if you want to connect with us on the same video, so that we can reach out to you, or you can reach out to our websites, which is coachjyoti.com or coachjyoti.com and coachnajmasharif.com. Both websites are there. We both are available on LinkedIn. So you can connect with us on our LinkedIn profiles and on this YouTube channel as well. So thank you so much for your time. Appreciate your expertise and your association with us. And have a great day ahead. Thank you.
Yes, and one thing I would like to highlight, do reach out, right? Do not keep waiting. And if there is some important topic of discussion that you would like us to have, you would like us to share some perspective, definitely feel free to write those topics and we will take it up in our next sessions. So we have decided that the sessions will go Tuesdays and Fridays at 8 p.m. Indian Standard Time. That is the time. So thank you so much for watching and take care. We meet again.